Shalom to everyone. Today we're learning Sefer Zera Shimshon in Parashat Shmini. With this limud be'ezrat Hashem should give arichut yamim veshanim to our nephew Nisim Akilov, and Hashem should give refuah shelema Ilana bat Zina and Chayale bat Tzipora, Gavriel ben Rina, Miriam bat Devorah, Ala Efrat bat Yishoshur, וגם רחל בת ברוכה, וגם דוד בן אסנת, וגם דודה בת יעל טוב, וגם אליהו בת עדינה, וגם מושך בן בלור, וגם ציפורה מפרת בת לאה, וגם כל חולי עמו ישראל, גם מולו גוריאל בן ברוכה, וגם סלאבה שמחה בן ישור שורה. All the חולי עמו ישראל. יונתן יוני בן ברנו, הצלחה. And all those who are waiting to have children, have children, some people who have some tests, maybe they have some problems in their stomach, Hashem should give them refuah shlema, fully with this, Be'ezrat Hashem, this before Pesach, we should hear good news from everyone, with refuah shlema and parnasa, atzlacha rava to kol amo Yisrael, v'chen yhi ratzon v'nomar amen. Letter Dalet, page Lamed Zayin. Perek Kama de Ta'anit. In the first chapter, in Gemara Ta'anit, page 11a, Yud Aleph Amud Aleph, it says from the pasuk El Emuna Ve'en Avel Tzadik Ve'yasharhu. Hashem is truthful, and there is no Avel, there is no mourner. Tzadik Ve'yasharhu. Hashem is Tzadik and he's straight. He's righteous and he's straight. What is this pasuk mean? How Hashem will pay back, will pay judgment from Rasha in the world to come, even the small sins that they do. How Hashem punishes Rasha in Olam Haba and the small sin he does, same thing Hashem punishes Tzadik in Olam Hazeh, small sin that he does. And there is no mourner. How Hashem gives a good reward for tzaddik in Olam Haba. It doesn't say here, but it's in the Gemara. Hashem gives reward for even the small tiny deed to tzaddik in Olam Haba. Same thing Hashem gives good reward for small thing tzaddik Rasha does in Olam Hazeh. Any small thing Rasha does in Olam Hazeh, Hashem right away pays him back. Hashem is truthful, and there is no mourner. Hashem is just. Kosher. It's very hard. I don't understand. If Rasha does something small, he gets punished in Olam Haba. How Tzaddik gets punished in Olam Haba for something small, so comes out the judgment judges them. Not Hashem judges them, but judgment judges them. Kosher. The imken matzinu chas v'shalom midat adin lokeh. Comes out the character of the judgment punishes tzaddik and rasha if they do something wrong. But if we say in this world there is no reward for mitzvot, so if tzaddik does something good, he gets reward in Olam Haba. Rasha does something good, he gets reward in Olam Hazeh. Right? We spoke many times that for mitzvah that you do, there's no reward in this world. So how can Rasha get reward in this world? Make sense the question? So let's explain. Let's start from what Rashi says. Al pasuk atem nitzevim hayom. Rashi says you are standing today. What is that? Va'kalalot va'yisurim hen matzivim etchem lefanav. The punishment and the curses that we read in the Torah brings us closer to Hashem. Tell me, what brings us closer to Hashem? brachot and rewards, or punishment and curses? What brings us closer to Hashem? Punishment and curses. Why? Because once you're scared a little bit, you don't come to do the sin. Once you don't come to do the sin, you come closer to Hashem. Right? So punishments and curses bring us closer to Hashem. The kashe v'alogam ha'avtachot hatovot hem matzivim otanu lefanav. But it's also difficult when Hashem gives us good promises. I'll make you wealthy, I'll make you healthy, I'll give you bracha, I'll take care of you. Also brings us close to Hashem. Makes us feel good and come close to Hashem. V'chen ha'katuv omer, and therefore Pasuk says, V'aya ekev tishme'un. And what's there? Just put a heel and hear about Hashem says, and you get closer right away. Because in Parashat V'aya ekev, it says, when you just by putting your heel and you get mitzvot, so Hashem gives you great reward for that. Just walking in Eretz Yisrael or going to shul, you're walking. What are you doing? Nothing. You're just walking. And Hashem gives you reward for this. And you get closer to Hashem from this. So it comes out from the rewards. Also you get closer to Hashem. Not only from punishments you get closer to Hashem. The answer is really, if Hashem only promises good things, person will not come to do Hashem's will, Hashem's mitzvot. Opposite, they will go after the desires. Oh, Hashem will do anyway good, so let us continue, go do waste of time. Let us go do averot, because anyway Hashem promises to do good, is going to do good. So therefore promising good is not helping anything. As it says in Yeshayahu, V'aya kazeh yom machar. As we do today, tomorrow will be something. Hashem gives us good today. Tomorrow is going to give us good also. So why to work hard? Why to go to keep mitzvot? Omnam, but really comes out when there is rebuke and punishment comes out to a tzaddik for certain sin. You know who is the biggest holy man in the world?
Whoever gets punished, yeah.
The one who prays and he gets later. He doesn't get for no prayer. Somebody doesn't do nothing, doesn't keep nothing, and he says, why should I keep anything? Hashem just give me a lot. Why should I pray? Why should I put tefillin? Why should I keep Shabbat? Hashem gives me anyway. That is terrible fear you should have. But when you don't have, and you pray, and then you get, that's the biggest bracha. Same thing, listen good. When you did something wrong, let's say you cursed somebody, chas v'shalom. You gave a curse word, not good word, with your tongue. And that day, you beat your tongue, or you got hurt, or you tripped, or you got hurt somehow. You should be happy. Why? You're tzaddik. Because you're tzaddik, Hashem gives you punishment right away to fix it from you, that sin. Means you're still holy. Yechaper right away. Same thing. You looked something wrong, and you got hurt, or someone embarrassed you, or you did something wrong. You lied something. You prayed later than usual time. You did some mistake. I don't know. People do mistakes. You did something wrong and you got right away your answer. And Hashem answered you right away. And you got rebuked. You got embarrassed. You got punished. That was your punishment. You should know you're a holy person. Hashem cleans you right away because you are holy. Oy va'avoy to a person, he does bad, it gets good. Does bad, gets good. Does bad, gets good. That's dangerous. So therefore, comes out because of the punishments and the suffering that person gets. Shebaim la tzadikim. You see that saying? Baim la adam. It says la tzadikim. Hashem gives you punishment right away. You're tzaddik. Comes to tzaddik bishvil ezechet, because certain sin elu nikra'u shematzvin otan lefanau. And this is what it caused, but what it means, Hashem gives you punishment to get you closer to Him. So I want to stop over here 1 second. Ask you a question. What was that we were in Mitzrayim? Somebody said, where you got 400 number from? Remember on Shabbat somebody asked me, I said, I cannot find, I was looking for books. I remember it. I was learning today with Lawolkin about names. Some names about in Alachot Gitin. And if somebody's name is Eliyahu, and you write Eliyah in the get, or his name is Eliyah and you write Eliyahu, is that kosher or no? There's many chilukim over there. How people know him, how people call him. If some people call him like this and like that, you could write Eliyahu. If somebody knows him only Eliyah, you could write Eliyah. If people, or maybe you could write Eliyahu because the source of the name comes from Eliyahu Navi. But you know what the problem is? The problem is 5 times in the whole Torah, in this Haftarah that we read, Hareini sholech lachem et Eliyahu Navi. 5 times in the whole Torah, Eliyahu written without vav. Without vav, Eliyahu. Why?
Yaakov took it away from him.
Yaakov took it away. Why?
Because he said, I'll give it back to you when Mashiach comes.
Where is this 30 years from? We should never have number 400 in Mitzrayim at all.
Oh, yeah.
We're supposed to have 430.
We're supposed to have 5 cups. Why? These 5 cups come from the Yosef HaTzadik's dream in Paro. Yosef going to Mitzrayim. It mentions over there, cup of Paro, cup of a butler, mentions about cups, right? That was the downfall of Jewish nation. That was the preparation of Yosef HaTzadik, was preparation of the going Jewish nation to Mitzrayim. But you know what Yosef is named? Yosef from the word Yisod, foundation. He put foundation of Brit Kodesh in Mitzrayim, so no Jew should marry Egyptian women. And because of it, nobody married. And now, cup, Gematria cost 86. Times 5 comes out 430. So Yaakov Avinu saw Jewish nation will be 430 years in Galut, right? So he gave his name, he took from Eliyahu Hanavi 5 times letter Vav, Eliyahu, 5 times took away from him in order to take 30 years away from there. So that was where we remained with 400. Of course it says in the Pasuk 400, but Eliyahu Hanavi took 5 times 30. What does it do with Eliyahu? Because in the end redemption, it's coming out from Eliyahu Hanavi. Who comes with Mashiach? Eliyahu comes with the Mashiach, right? So in the end redemption comes. So therefore, what has to do with Mitzrayim and Mashiach? Does it make sense to you? No. We only suffered in Mitzrayim 86 years. Other 3.5, 86, we didn't suffer yet. 314 years, you know where we suffered? We're suffering now. We suffered in Inquisitions, we suffered in Holocaust, all this adds up. So why Hashem didn't give right away everything 400 in Mitzrayim?
We wouldn't make it alive.
That's right. Why? What's the proof?
Because
49 gays.
Thank you. We were already in 49 level Tumah. If we would be a minute longer, we would be goyim. We would not understand what Jewish nation is. We would not understand what Torah is. We would be like, today goyim. We would not understand what Pesach is, what Kedusha, what Shabbat is. What basar bechalav means, meat and milk together, you're not allowed to eat. We would not understand tefillin. We would look at tefillin and say, okay, big deal. This is box and this is box, big deal. You know, we would not understand. We would be off. So that what made us Klal Yisrael. And this is the proof where we got 400 from, because Yaakov Avinu took the 30 years away. So what does it do with Eliyahu? Because when originally happens 400, then Eliyahu comes and then Mashiach comes. Now it makes sense, everything. Now we could go further. This is why I was dancing around on Shabbat. I couldn't find it. Okay, fine. Baruch Hashem, now it's good. Because when you sin and Hashem gives you boom right away, you will not come to do second time sin. That's what makes you tzaddik. Hashem shows you, I protect, I watch over you. If I don't care about you, go sin 1,000 times and I don't care about you, you're not going to get punished. Nabarot, you're going to get reward. Worse. But when person, Avera, boom on him. He starts from Avera, that is tzaddik. Hashem says, I care about you, I don't want you to sin. והבטחות שאומר, הכתוב אינן אלה כשהיו ישראל צדיקים גמורים. And when Hashem gives already promises of the good things, I will make you this. When Jewish nation already צדיקים גמורים. שאי אפשר שילכו עוד אחר הנאתם, שהרי כבר הוחזקו בדרך הטובה. Hashem says, don't worry, I could give promises now. Why? Because everyone is tzaddik gamur. He's not going to follow because of promises. On Nibuid Lasbala when he was saying Russian. Pleasure. Desires. Hana'ah.
תאוות.
שאי אפשר שילכו עוד אחר הנאתם. שהרי כבר הוחזקו בדרך הטובה. Because they already established to be in a good path. מה שאין כן אם היה שכר מצוות בהי עלמא. But if the reward of the mitzvot would be in this world, finish. I keep Shabbat once, Hashem gives me $20 million, I'm lost for my life. What am I going to do with $20 million? I'll lose myself and do craziest thing in the world. Crazy Zavet. Hashem says, this is why I gave you the reward. Therefore Hashem says, there's no reward for mitzvot in this world. Why? Because for each mitzvah you could get, the whole life might be corrupted. Therefore there's no mitzvot in this world. So now I understand why it makes sense. Yivarecha Hashem, Hashem should bless you and Vayishmerecha, and to guard you, that bracha should not corrupt you. That's very important to know this. לפעמים היה בשכר איזו מצווה, because sometimes person could get reward from certain מצווה, לפי שאינו מוחזק בחסידות, and is not so strong in his proper חסיד way, והיה גורם לו להימשך אחר הנאותיו, and then he's going to go after his עבירות, and it's going to be collapsed. נמצאנו למדים שהאיסורים נשלחים לאדם על אחת משתי סיבות. So it comes out, we learn from here that person gets suffering from one of the two reasons. Why do we suffer sometimes? One of the two reasons. מתחילה, כשמתחיל האדם לחטוא, שולחים לו האיסורים. From the beginning, when person comes to sin, they send him right away punishments. כדי שירגיש וישוב ויחזור לחוטא. In order you should feel it, return, ויעזוב החטא, and throw the sin away from himself. ומטעם זה באה התקנה דשכר מצוות בהי עלמא לקה. Because of this, there is a rule that in this world you don't get reward for the mitzvah. It's Gemara Kiddushin, page 39b says, כדי שלא יבוא לידי חטא. So you shouldn't be coming towards the sin. Now I understand, if your son gets 100 on a test and you cannot give this him $50. Why? Because next day he's gonna not pay attention good. This is not a good example. But when a person puts tefillin and Hashem gives him $1 million, next time he's not gonna put tefillin, he's gonna be busy with his friends in park. That's the dangerous. Kedichtiv, it says, pen tochal, you might eat, vesavata, then you get satisfied. V'ram levavcha, and then with your full heart, you're gonna forget about Hashem. ואחר כך, כשהרגיש, and when he will feel it, ושאו בתשובה, after he makes teshuvah, then he makes teshuvah, שולחים לו ייסורין לכפרת החטא. When a person feels, then he makes teshuvah, Hashem gives him a little bit suffering to do kapara, she'asa, for the sin that he did. The mizbech kapara havu. Yeah, it's mizbech kapara havu, but is this me'ahava? Is this from love? Is this the one? No. Ume'ata. And from now, אף פרשה, כשמתחיל לחטוא, בוודאי ששולחים לו איזה צער או ייסורים כדי שירגיש וישוב. So if tzaddik right away makes teshuvah, Rasha also makes teshuvah right away. So if Rasha starts sinning, Hashem gives him a little bit punishment, then he should return to good path, ואם אין לו שם, אין עוד מקום לשלוח לו צער וייסורים. If he doesn't stop, he continues to do bad things, there's no way to send him any more punishments. Why? Because it's not going to work. שהרי אינו רוצה להרגיש, he doesn't want to feel, ואינו ראוי נמי לכפרה, and he's not worthy to do kapara. Why? Because he's already sinning and going after sins. הואיל שאינו שם, because it doesn't stop. ואדרבה, מתמיד בחטא, he's going to get used to the sinning, because the punishment already doesn't work on him. וממילא אוכל עולמו בחייו בלא ייסורים. Comes out, if it sin, doesn't stop, he eats his olam haba in this world. He eats up his future in this world by not having any punishments. So guys, 1 second. Who is an angel? He's exempt from these words. Who is a human being? I'll tell you one thing. At work, people make you sick. At home, people make you sick. Outside, people make you sick. When you drive, people make you sick. You get screamed at work. You get screamed at in your house. You get screamed at in the car. You get screamed at in the store. You get screamed at. Then cleaning comes. You clean, you turn on, it's dirty. You clean 3 hours, your children just passed through your room, it's dirty. You have to clean again. You want to go to sleep, now your child screams at the moment. Now you have to make him a bottle. You want to wake up, somebody screams in your ear and you wake up. By accident, by whatever is this. As you're enjoying your sleep, you see some dream and you jump from your bed. Right? Now you want to take a shower, you sleep, you're holding yourself badly, not fall out. This is, as you think is bad for you, is good for you. If you have only enjoyment, fun, good, perfect life, you should know you're eating your olam haba here. That is danger. When you do suffer, when you do get hurt, when you have no comfortability, things don't go right, that is bracha. וממילא אוכל עולמו בחייו בלא ייסורין.
To accept it with love.
To accept it with love. That's the whole point why I'm telling you this. You could look at me, I don't understand. Rabbi Chaim called me for Zera Shimshon class 2 days before Pesach. What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
Pesach is all about Emunah.
Pesach. is so strong that Satan will come from every corner to get you upset. You should always be happy. It went to that degree. A couple of years ago, I bought new suit before Pesach. I wore it, two almost the same colors. As I was going, I was rushing for the Seder. I had to go to pray. I put the pants, comes out. I took the pants that was a little bit tighter on me than original. The whole Seder night, I was not sitting comfortable. But yet, I said to myself, I don't care. We're happy. We're only going forward. Other Seder night, I had tremendous headache. When I drank second cup of wine, I was finished. I didn't feel well. I had to go. It didn't go good. Huh? No. Fine. But the bottom line is, you never pay attention to this stuff. You always accept with happiness. One guy, that's my father's story. One guy was deaf. He couldn't get married. Somebody found him wife. And one guy was blind. He couldn't see. Somebody found the second guy wife, and come out they were both sisters. One of them was all day cursing, in Toshivi, giving bad words to the husband, to the other person. And one of them was very ugly. So these two were suffering. They couldn't get married. So Shadchan came to the one who is blind. He said, listen, I have a pretty girl for you. Ibi, she's so good. Sarah Emenu, nothing compared to her. Okay? He believed him. He got married. Second one, he doesn't hear. So he says, your wife all day will be giving you brachot. Oh, she knows Yivarech Hashem, Misheberach, Shid Lamadot, everything by heart. Everything. She knows stuff by heart that big rabbis don't know. Yisimcha Elokim Kefraim V'chim Menashe, Vayten Lecha Elokim Mitala Shamayim Yishmael Dagan V'tilosh. Oh, Tzedek U'Lesh Simcha. Everything by heart. Ibi Misheberach Mchemeteti. On get yet, let's do shidduch. They both got married. 6 months later, after the wedding, came doctor to the town. I could cure anything. Oh, really? They both went to the doctor. This blind, he opened his eyes. This deaf, he opened his ears. They're both running home to see their present. He comes inside, do your Sham Tisha B'Av. They ran after the doctor, come over here. We had one problem, made it two. Pay his money back. Excuse me, what are you talking about? He says, I thought all the time I had a beautiful wife. Look at this. Moi Tamuz. Tevet. Yach, Tevet. What's this? What's going on here? Second one said, I thought my wife was giving me Misheberach. She calls me all day long. I'd rather be deaf than this. I said, huh? My father's son. What are you talking about? Yach, Tevet. After Shchunuk. My father, Chunuk. Moi Tevet. Okay. Bottom line. He said, listen. Whatever Hashem gave you, be happy. It's all Mina Shamayim. So bottom line is, things in life count. I just told you this story just to make you laugh a little bit. Things in life happen for a reason. Everything is for the best. Huh? What happened? Huh? I didn't finish Zera Shimshon. You here still? Guys, we still have like 25 minutes. You want to go through it or you want to skip through it? You have 20 minutes? Okay, let's go, guys. No more introductions. Huh? What happened? Okay, no problem.
Pesach kasher
v'sameach. ובזה יבואר פסוק. Hey, one second, I don't expect פסוק. הודו לאדוני כי טוב. כי לעולם חסדו. It says הודו. With praise. Praise. להשם. Hashem כי טוב. He's good. כי לעולם חסדו. Always good. Always he does kindness. Whatever you think is wrong, he does kindness. He does kindness always. Always. Whatever you think is wrong is kindness. שמי שהיה לו איזה צער, if somebody had certain pain, ויגון, torture, וניצול ממנו. And he was saved from it. צריך להודות להשם. He should praise to Hashem. שהצער שנתן לו היה לטוב לו. The suffering that it had was good for him. This is the reason why Friday night we say Hallel. In the shul, we go home by the Seder night, we say Hallel again. Why? We were suffering in Mitzrayim and Hashem took us out. כי אוהבו נפרע ממנו מעט מעט. Your loved one always takes payment from you little by little. Little by little. Who is our loved one? Hashem. He takes from us our averot little by little. He gives us small torture, but really, we think it's bad. It's good. You get cleaned out in front of Hashem, and all the brachot then flows on you. Why? Because the highway is clean. Once the highway is clean, brachot falls. Mikol sheken, she'adin din emet. But you should know, the judgment is the true judgment. Ve'od, kilo olam chasdo. Always, his kindness is always good. He's always kindness. She'af al pi shenatan lo tza'ar. Even though he gave him a little bit suffering. Ze bachar berab miuto. This one chose evil a little bit, bad for his. אבל פי שנתן לו צער זה בחר ברע במיעוטו. Hashem chose someone a little bit evil for his tiny punishment. ואף בעת הדין זכר עמנו חסדו כמו שאמרו ז"ל. Even though it's bad for him, still during the judgment Hashem gives kindness. There is still kindness behind it. אפילו בשעת כעסו של הקדוש ברוך הוא, even at the time of anger of Hashem, זוכר את הרחמים. Hashem remembers the mercy. Sympathy? Mercy. ועתה, and now, שגאלנו מצרה, and now since we were saved from the
We're being from? What is it, Sarah?
צרה, suffering.
From the...
נודה לשמו כי לעולם חסדו. Now we want to praise to Hashem, כי לעולם חסדו. 1 second, in the Haggadah night you say, הודו להשם, כי לעולם חסדו. How many times you say that? 26 times. Write down, 26 times. Why? Everything runs Hashem. How many dayanos do we have? 14. Hashem says, I'm going to take you with a strong arm. Hand. Gimatria yad. 14. 14 steps in dayano. Let's continue further. וכן, מצינו במדרש איכה, על פסוק, נשקוד all פושעי בידו. Hashem carries and Hashem measures how to give proper and he carries the burden of the sinners in his hands. שהקדוש ברוך הוא איך להביא עלינו את הרעה. Hashem always measures, thinks how to give the person his bad those that he could handle, that he still could be happy from. Amar, im ani megale otam b'tkufat tevet. Hashem says, look at this. Can you imagine when Hashem gives you more suffering? During the summer months or during the winter months?
Winter.
Huh?
Winter because the time
Summer.
Guys, when does Hashem give you more suffering? During the summer or during the winter?
Winter.
Summer.
When
People sin more.
Winter.
People sin more in the summer.
Anytime.
Honestly, it's nothing to do with sinning, but really Hashem gives you punishment on summer. You know why? Because He's merciful. Look how merciful He is. Look at this. Look. Amar, imani megale otam b'tkufat tevet. Hashem says, if I'm giving them punishment during the cold month, haren lokim betzina. They get punishment with cold also. Umetin chasrom, they could die. Ve'en anavim b'gefen. There is no grapes on the tree. Ve'en te'anim be'te'ena. And there is no figs on the tree. So therefore, if he has to sleep in the middle of the street, he could die from hunger. But on summer, there's figs there and there's grapes there. Even though Hashem gives punishment, still you could eat grapes. Still you can survive. Exactly. Hareni megale otam b'tkufat Tammuz. Hashem said, I will reveal their punishment on the month of Tammuz. She'afilu hem yeshanim bedelachim, even though they're sleeping in the streets. En echad mehem nizog. None of them will be punished, and they all will survive. Ve'od yesh anavim b'gefen. Also there's grapes. Ve'eshteinim beteina, and also there is fig on the fig tree. V'im tomar. But if you want to say, im ken, if so, shekol ha'raot ha'baot aleinu hem latol lanu. anything bad comes to a person, it's good for us. Lama varchin al dayan haemet. So if somebody passes away, what do we make bracha? Baruch atah Hashem dayan haemet. Hashem is the true judge. Why we bless this bracha? Haylan levarech al kol ha'ra hatov va'ametiv. So let's make a bracha al tov va'ametiv. Ukapashta dematnitin. The sof perek ted brachot. There's a pashut pshat in the Mishnah in the last chapter of Gemara Brachot, Perek Tet. It says Dav Nun Dalet in page 54, Amud Aleph. Chayav adam levarech al harak shem mevarech al hatova. Hashem, a person should bless on a bad occasion as he blesses on a good occasion. Ukesal kedat in the Hatam beGemara, and we would think over there in the Gemara, Ilem adem mevarech al hatova metiv. If on a bad occasion you would say, Hashem, you're good and you always do good. Ve'eslomar de'im haya omer hatova metiv al ra'a haya nileh k'mi she'omer she'afir chata'av haya tzarich onsho yoter. 1 second. Here, after this point I'll stop, guys. I'm not going to hold you long today. After this point I'll stop. 2 minutes. If you do something bad, Hashem punishes you. What bracha do you make? Atov? I'm sorry, Dayan? Haemet, Hashem is the true judge. Let's say, chas v'shalom. Somebody sinned that bad, it caused somebody else pass away. Somebody passed away. What bracha does he make? Dayan? Haemet. Why does he make bracha atov v'ametiv? Hashem good does good. The answer is like this. I want you to explain it. I want you to understand this. Mullah Ariel, you should record it. This where we going deeper into the topic that we started last week. Look what it says. Person should not say, Hashem, I sinned in front of you a lot. Instead of one person passing away, 20 should have passed away. But you were good, only one passed away. Don't say that, sis. You just took from me only 1 out of 1,000 punishments. Comes out, he opened Satan's mouth again. You're not allowed to open Satan's mouth. You're not allowed to say, Hashem, I sinned in front of you so much. 1,000 people could have died. Only one died. Thank you. You're not allowed to say, oh, Satan says, 1 second. Did you say 1,000? Now 999 chas v'shalom will pass away. This is why you're not allowed to say good bracha on the bad occasion. On the bad, I mean, all the brachot you have to say happy. Baruch dayan also. But not with the bracha hatova metiv. Why? Because you're saying, Hashem, I could have deserved worse. You gave me a little, you open Satan's mouth. Ulchen mevarech dayan haemet. The mashma shema sheba alav haya bedin emet shekach haya chayav lefi avonotav ukvar nigmar dino. And this is what he deserved according to his sins. Someone passed away, all his sins are cleaned. Hashem didn't want to do more than that, and you didn't, and that person didn't deserve more than that. I want to stop over here. And Be'ezrat Hashem, maybe B'neder will continue with the Zera Shimshon over some other way. But Be'ezrat Hashem, we will